Hello dear evening students, today we will talk about bullying with our friend Özüm. We will ask some questions and learn our opinions about bullying in school and daily life. First, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little about your interests and school life?
Hello, my name is Özüm. I'm in 9th grade. I enjoy listening to music, reading books, and spending time with my friends.
When you hear the word bullying, what does it mean to you and what kind of behaviors do you consider as bullying?
For me, bullying is hurting someone on purpose. It can be physical, like pushing or hitting, but it can be verbal, like calling people names.
In your opinion, where do students usually face bullying and why do you think it happens in those places?
I think it usually happens at school because in school, lots of teenagers are in the same place at one time, so bullying is most likely to happen in that place.
Have you ever witnessed a bullying situation at school or online, and how did that situation affect you?
I saw a student being laughed at by others. They were making fun of her clothes, and it made me feel sad and uncomfortable.
What did you do when you saw this situation, and do you think your reaction helped?
I talked to her and tried to support her. We told the teacher. I think it helped her because she felt less alone.
Why do you think some students choose to bully others instead of being kind?
I think some people just want the attention they're not getting at home by their parents, or they just want to become popular. They use bullying as a form of becoming popular.
If you had a chance to talk directly to someone who bullies others, what message would you give them?
I would tell them that they should think before they speak, or they should think before they act on something, because it can have long-term effects on people and it can hurt people.
Then, what advice would you give to a student who is being bullied and feels afraid to speak?
They should not stay silent. They should talk to a friend, a teacher, their parents, anyone, and ask for help.
What can teachers and schools do to create a safer environment and reduce bullying?
So schools can organize awareness activities to teach students about respect. Teachers can also watch carefully and support students who are becoming bullied.
Bullying also happens online. What should students do if they face bullying on social media?
They should block and report the account, and they should also save the evidence and tell an adult.
How do you think bullying affects students emotionally and academically?
It can make students feel lonely, and it can make them lose their confidence, and they might have difficulty focus because they're thinking about the person that's bullying them and like getting anxious about it.
Do you think empathy and understanding others' feelings can help reduce bullying, and why?
Yes, empathy is really important. If people understand how others feel when they say these words, these kinds of forms of bullying, they'll be more careful and respectful of others.
Finally, what message would you like to share with all eating students about bullying?
Be kind and respectful. If you see bullying, support the person who's getting bullied. Together we can stop all bullying.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us today. Today we talked about bullying and how can we prevent it. Let's stand together against bullying.